Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another Starcraft 2 broadcast. My name is Anaris, and we are here today to watch a 1 versus 1 between KiWiKaKi, spawning as the red Protoss in the bottom left, against his opponent Jimpo, the blue Terran in the top right. We are on the map Steps of War. This is a replay from Jimpo's replay pack that he posted over at SK Gaming's website, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's got a bunch of games in there, pretty cool stuff. They're all from patch 1.1.3, I think. Yeah, 3. So keep that in mind when you're looking at game mechanics here as we progress through the game. If you see anything that's a little weird, just remember it's not 1.2. Speaking of weird, before we get too far into the game, I want to point out this. This has been something that has been happening in my StarCraft 2 game for months, literally. No clue what it does. I really don't want to reinstall it because I think it's kind of funny. But have you guys seen this in your games? Sometimes my rocks will just be flipped up on the side. No clue why. I think it does it kind of to an extent down here as well. You can see the rocks are a little bit flipped up. But this one's good, and this one's good. I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of Protoss defying gravity trick, something like that. We'll keep an eye on those shady rocks. In the meantime, however, KiWiKaKi opening up with a pretty standard build so far. Not seeing any proxy cheese or anything like that from either player, really. Neither one of them have really even scouted. Can't talk. Refinery going down. Apparently I can't talk at all today. I think I've recorded like 2 or 3 games so far, and I've just like lost myself each time. I don't know why, but it's cool. Refinery going down for both players. Just got one of them. Not too surprised. If either player is gonna be attacking, we'll probably see him wait just another couple seconds here before they decide to drop another one. Protoss probably wait to see it around the cybernetics core. Maybe a little bit after that's built. Jimpo coming down here with the scout first. Going to see what's going on here. Now, it's going to be important to keep the scout up. Protoss is probably going to be looking to get a cybernetics core pretty soon. Yep, because he's going to want to make sure he can get out a stalker to handle that. If you guys have not already seen the other Jimpo game that I have posted, you should definitely go watch it on my channel. It's pretty freaking lolsy. Let's just say there's proxy void rays, there's nukes, there's all kinds of crazy action going back and forth there on Blistering Sands. So check that out. There should be a link in the description to that video. And you can just watch it at the end of this one. You know, it's fine. It's not like they're in a sequence or anything. So Jimpo right now throwing down his factory, but doesn't have the second gas capped. Probably going to lead us to think he's going to go for some Hellion action here. You see he's not teching here either. Yeah, there goes that second gas. So I'm going to be guessing some sort of Hellions for a little while. Not too long, though. Because really, when you got a Protoss like this, so you see the Terran has scouted the robotics facility, you got to watch out. The Hellions, they can die pretty easily to Colossus, but surprisingly, they can handle themselves pretty well against other units. So see that a lot in the Korean server especially. I've noticed that 5-factory mech builds have become very popular against Protoss. They'll just get out a crap ton of Hellions, siege tanks, a couple Thors, and keep in mind this is all at like Asian server speed too. We're talking they're going to have like these 5 factories in the first like 3 minutes of the game. I kid you not. I'll actually see if I can cast some of those replays here in the coming day or so because it just blows my mind. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty entertaining stuff. I'm seeing that build a lot more. So we do have 1 Hellion coming out of the line right now. Tech Labs going down on the factory. Gas income's a little bit higher. Does have 2 refineries capped now. There's that supply depot. Don't want to get blocked there. And got the starport coming as well. By the time that's done, he should have enough gas to do pretty much whatever he wants to. No blue flame upgrade just yet. Now, I do like this map for Terran especially, because the fact there's just such great positions for siege tanks, man. You can siege here from the ledge. You know, you can put siege tanks here in the middle of the map where the bear is hanging out. And also the Colossus, they can see over the vision blockers there. So that's something you got to watch out for. Now, KiWiKaKi was going with the 2-gate robo build right now. Warp gate technology just about complete, so that was just a tiny bit delayed. It's okay, though. Terran just keeping up the ramp with Marines. That's pretty much all he can do right now, since he's wanting to spend a lot of his gas on things like the Banshee. You see he's getting the reactor after he's going to drop down the tech lab for the starport, and now he's got that second barracks coming along the way. Neither player is expanding. KiWiKaKi is trying to drive away that Hellion, though. But yeah, anyways, against the gateway units, because the Hellions are light armored, they're not going to take that additional damage from the Stalkers. If you use a little bit of micro, you can keep them away from the Zealots and just AoE down the Zealots, and pretty much anything. Also, the Sentries, if you can get in there, you can take those down very quickly. KiWiKaKi does have an Observer up here, making good use of that robotics facility. So you see down here, he is actually chrono boosting out a Phoenix. So this is going to serve two purposes. Number one, he has scouted the starport, so he's going to know what his opponent's doing right now. You know, with what's coming out of it, he's going to be able to keep an eye on that, which a Banshee has already headed out, I think, yeah, right there. Got a couple units hanging out there as well. But anyways, so we do have one Phoenix right here ready to go. So the Phoenix is going to scout, and it's also going to perform the duty that you see right here, which is just take out that Banshee. Obviously, with the Phoenix able to fire while moving, it's going to be no contest, not even going to make it halfway across the map. So good idea switching up, getting that Stargate there, and it's going to open up a couple more options for him. Of course, the Graviton Beam as well is going to help. I think that's what you call it. Yeah, Graviton Beam. I never actually know the names of these lesser used abilities. I just know what they are and know what they do. Probably something I should rectify here. So, spreading out the Marines just a little bit, wants to make sure he has a good surround to protect the Raven. That's the most important thing right there. As the one Phoenix is still just kind of hanging out here. May decide to lift up, do a little bit more harassment. I don't know. There's only one Phoenix right now. Now there's two here. So they could lift up a Mule. There's one right now. Looks like he's just going to go for the SCV there. That one's going to go down. Got another SCV building a structure here. I think that's the only one building. Yep, looks like he's going to take that down as well. So Terran, struggling to play catch-up with this Phoenix harassment, isn't able to respond too quickly, but, you know, get another SCV over there. It was pretty close to the command center, so not too much of an effect there, just a couple second delay. Is popping out a Phoenix or two. This will definitely help out a lot. He's got to guard that Raven, though, man. That's a 200 gas investment. You do not want to lose that thing. He could build another one, but, you know, obviously the gas loss, more importantly, the energy loss there as well, not something you want to have gone. Especially if he's looking to make a move here in the next minute or so, he's going to want to be able to throw down that point defense drone. You see, he's actually out of gas right now, or not gas, but energy. Drop down that point defense drone, just trying to save himself, basically. So we have a little bit more in the way of harassment by the Phoenix. It's just trying to keep an eye on the Terran as long as possible. Now, look at this army composition right now. We do have a couple sentries. Force fields will come in handy here. Also, the Guardian Shield. The Zealots will be crucial in chewing through the Marines and trying to keep those Hellions at bay, but they're also going to die pretty quickly. Immortal isn't going to actually do too much here. There's not really a lot in the way of armored units. The Viking here is going to help out against the Phoenixes. Let's see if there's any lifting up here. Here's the major battle. It looks like Terran is definitely holding his own, but all of the Phoenixes were just, or the Hellions were just lifted off by the Phoenix. That is going to take out a lot of that splash damage I was talking about earlier. Terran's still holding his own, however, as he is doing a little bit of micro, keeping away from the Zealots there. Protoss looks like he is going to... Oh, man, this is going to be really close. He's actually running away. Might lose the Stalker as a result. No, very close. That Guardian Shield actually was probably the reason that Stalker was saved, knocking down that Marine damage from 6 to 4. That one Stalker has finally gone down. The more Zealots are coming in here. Charge upgrade is now complete. That is really going to chew through those Marines, and now that fight is over. Do want to point out in the meantime, while that is taking place, Terran has taken upon himself to expand. He is going to face a counterattack here. I'm not too sure how well it's going to work because there's only one Phoenix now. Not going to be able to lift up those Hellions like he was earlier, so the Zealots are going to come under a lot more pressure. Notice he does have the Blue Flame upgrade. That's going to help a good bit. Yeah, Protoss realizes that attacking that, it's not going to be the best decision right now. You know, he's got to get his own economy going. If he doesn't, then he's going to fall behind very quickly. You see, he's actually behind already because this expansion right here, good to go. You look at the mineral income, look at that, man. Protoss is going to have a hard time coming back from that unless the Terran decides to just sit in his base and economy up, and Protoss just really does a great job countering what his opponent has. So Jimpo right now kind of mixing between economy and army. Got one more barracks coming down the line there, second one as well. Throwing down a couple SCVs. Got that one Phoenix in the middle of the map. Going to keep an eye on that SCV. Oh, man, poor guy. He doesn't even know what's coming to him. And smack! Yeah, I think we saw that coming. All right, so there's the probe transfer right there. So we're going to see KiWiKaKi's minerals go down for just a little bit. Psystorm is on the way. Nexus is just about complete. Uh-oh, here comes that attack from Terran. He does have 5 Hellions this time. Got 2 High Templar. They do not have Psystorm, though. That's going to be the key thing. This army is pretty vulnerable to it. You see, these Hellions are going to take a lot of damage from it if he decides to use that storm on it, but I'll tell you what, I don't know, man. Looks like the Terran's actually going to hang back for a little bit. See what he's going to do here. He does have 1 more Hellion now, waiting a couple more Marines. Meanwhile, Protoss, you know, down here he is building 2 more gateways, bringing it to a total of 5. And Terran actually out here with a nice little spread, sending the Hellions in first. Might actually see about sniping off some free unit kills. Oh man, here we go with the charge. Oh, stopped it at the last second, blew that charge cooldown. Will the Hellions get in here and take out the High Templar? Oh man, there goes the Psystorm right in the middle of the Terran. He does micro back, however, as the Hellions do take out the High Templar. 1 left, now none, and Terran is able to come in here and roam freely in the expansion. Probe shut down right there as Hellions do finish him off. All that's left right here are 3 Stalkers. They will be going down rather quickly. 1 does go down, and there's the GG from KiWiKaKi. Congratulations to Jimpo on winning this game. Gonna hopefully go through a couple more of these replays here. I don't think all of them are actually ones where he wins, so I don't want to be like, oh my god, spoiler, it's from a replay Black Jimpo put, so he wins all of them. No, I don't think that's the case, but I do know that there are a bunch of good games in there, so we'll keep an eye on that. Try to cast as many as possible. Well played by both players, I have to say. Good stuff. So anyways, thank you for tuning in. I will try to get more games this up as soon as possible. All right, I'm out.